Hi everyone, I'm Anfal. I'm going to present this paper entitled Examining Personal Values Influence on Purchase of Green Foods in Egypt, Sustainability-Based Perspective. The author of this paper is me, Anfal, Professor Abed, and Dr. Mohammed. And this paper is submitted to the 43rd IBIMA conference. Firstly, we start with the introduction. It's clear that the global trend is about environmental sustainability, and consumers are increasingly choosing eco-friendly business. This is especially true when it's come to food production, which is one of the main things that affect environment. And green food consumption is considered as a key part of. So, as its previous studies examined the green food purchase intention, however, there is a lack of research on green food purchase behavior in Egypt, and this represents the research gap here. Therefore, the study's aim is to investigate at the green food purchase in Egypt from a holistic view, and by using the theory or utilizing the theory of plant behavior. So, based on the research gap and research aim, the study's objectives will be the following. Examine the impact of personal value on green food purchase behavior. Test the impact of attitude toward green food as a mediator between personal values and green food purchase intention. Investigate the impact of green food purchase intention on the green food. Next, we will go over the theoretical background of the study, which is based on the theory of planned behavior. This theory states that we can predict human actions and choices by considering three main elements. The first is attitude, which mean the personal evaluation of the behavior, subject norms, which consider social pressures or expectation. So what are the personal values? Personal values are guiding principles for action or judgment, arranged hierarchically by their importance. And based on the value belief norm theory, which stated that the personal values are the foundation of the pro-environmental behaviors. And these values influence belief on significant issues. And here we try to explore the relationship between personal values and green food purchase behavior. Most previous studies showed the indirect impact of personal values on green food purchase behavior in light of the theory planned behavior. But there is a lack of examining the direct impact of personal value on green food purchase behavior. And also previous studies showed that the attitude toward green food. As we said before, that attitude is one of the three determinants on intentions and behavior according to the theory of planned behavior. Attitude can be described as a psychological process that determines person's favor or disfavor towards particular object. Previous studies showed that the attitude is significantly impacted intentions and green food purchase behavior. According to the theory plan behavior and reasoned action theory, intention is the nearest predictor of the subsequent behavior. And it's expected if we have a strong intention toward green food, it will be their actual green purchase behavior. So in this part, we talk about the intentions. Here we talk about the intention to be premium. As we said before, that the green products usually are expensive more than conventional product, and also it's important to study the intention to be premium to have another approach to understanding consumer behavioral intention to evaluate their willingness to pay. And finally, green food availability. The unavailability of green product can widen the gap between intention to purchase and actual purchase behavior. And also availability of green product motivate purchases and reduce environmental risk, playing an important role in converting purchases intention into action. So based on this, based on the previous mentioned literature, the study model was formulated as the follow as shown in this figure. As you see, this path shows the direct impact of personal values on green food purchase behavior, and this path shows the indirect impact of personal values on the green. Here we're talking about the methodology. First, data collection. This study considers as descriptive, empirical, and quantitative research, and it was conducted using survey to gather primary data. The questionnaire was translated into Arabic to suit the Egyptian society, and for this. Now for results, in this slide we show the most important demographic characteristics of the sample. For gender, female represents the largest portions of this of response. For age, most respondents were between 20 and 30 years old. For education, most of respondents have a bachelor's degree. Now we're talking about the measurement model. For this column factor loading, all indicators are acceptable and significant, except for 7 statements were excluded because they are less than 0.7. This column, composite reliability, all scores of variables are acceptable, more than 0.7, which ensures. Here, the table shows the discriminant validity. As we see that the square root of the average variance extracted for each construct is greater than the correlation values between the constructs. Now we move to structural model after we ensure that the variables are reliable and valid. This table shows the predictability of the model. Here, as we see that 53.9% of the green purchase behavior were explained by presented model, and 57.1%. This table shows hypothesis results. As we see that the first and the third hypotheses were partly supported, and the sixth hypothesis was not supported, while the other hypotheses were supported. This table shows other indirect effects, as we see that the biospheric values path was significant, and also attitude path was significant, while other paths were not significant. In this slide, we represent the empirical model, and finally, fitness of the model were tested by SRMR and NFI, which present acceptable scores for both, which ensures the fitness of the model. Next, we move to discussion and conclusion. As we saw in the results section that the first hypothesis was partly supported. More specific, only biospheric values were supported, which means the biospheric values positively and significantly have a direct impact on green food purchase behavior. This consists. The second hypothesis was supported, which means that the attitude toward green food have a positive impact on green food purchase intention, and this is consistent with the previous studies. And for the third hypothesis, which showing the mediation effect of attitude between personal values and intention, was also supported but only for biospheric values, indicating that the results showed that the fourth hypothesis was supported. And this indicates that the green food purchase intention positively affects green food purchase behavior. And this goes with the previous studies. This means that a solid intention to buy green food purchase increases the chances of someone buying it. And the results showed that the sixth hypothesis was not supported, which means that the green food availability as a moderator does not affect the relationship between green food purchase intention and green food purchase behavior, and this is consistent with the previous studies. And for the last hypothesis, findings showed that the green food availability has. And now we go to the implications. First, we start with the theoretical implication. This research significantly advances our understanding of green food purchase behavior in Egypt. Also, this study successfully extends the theory of plant behavior by explaining the underlying conceptual model. In addition, that the study is one of. And for managerial implications, marketers should target consumers with biospheric values, and also biospheric values should be emphasized through education, which can foster sustainable attitude and increase green food purchase intention in the next generation. Also increasing green food availability through expanding product line. And finally, limitations and future study. First, this study was conducted in Egypt, so future studies can conduct the same study in different locations and countries. Second, this study used quantitative data analysis, so future studies can use qualitative approaches like interviews or focus groups. Third, this study investigated the impact. Fourth, this study incorporated some predictors like personal value. Future studies could include additional factors like health awareness and personal well-being. Fifth, this sample had more females by 71.9%, which may have influenced the finding. So future studies should consider gender as a moderator. Here are some selected references. Thank you.